Okay, I think we finally got everything working. Um, we're having very little drop frames, but my webcam, I'm gonna have to connect that over my cable in a second because it's lagging pretty bad. But yeah, I had to like readjust the stream 6 times because my setup was for sending live stuff over to Nestle, where she does my visuals. But yeah, we'll just wait for a couple more people to get in here. Wait for a couple more people to get in here. Hello. Hi. Okay, so it looks like people are getting in now. Let me transition back to my face. Hi. Let me turn down the music here. So, yeah, I just thought I would do a quick stream tonight. Just, I don't, like, I try and interact with, oh yeah, this is Chrono Trigger. This is Secret of the Forest. And it's got rain sounds and loops and stuff. But, anyway, yeah, I just thought I would do a quick stream tonight. I try and interact with, you guys as much as I can. So I thought this would be a nice thing to, like, show myself off more. But yeah, we're just gonna chill out, I guess, just hang out a bit. I was, Nestle, my visual artist who did the Vibe Fest stuff, and she does all my live visuals. She was gonna join, but she's a bit too tired for that right now because I just finished up my Vibe Fest set, which I'm gonna be uploading to YouTube, soon. Relatively soon. Probably tomorrow, maybe tonight, if I get the file from her. But she was gonna join and she was gonna like chill out and talk and stuff, but she's a bit tired after doing all the lighting and stuff for my Vibe Fest set. So yeah, I guess I'll stream a bit of what's going on at Vibe Fest right now, and maybe we'll play a bit of Portal. I'll show some demos off from my new album. Um, Although if I show some demos off from my new album, I'm probably gonna have to make the VOD private, cause that's gonna be like a thing in between me and whoever's on the stream here. But yeah, let me get up. Actually, I don't know. I think I'll do just some Portal. Stream some Portal. Why not? Let me get Steam all launched up. Oh, also, okay, so recently I've been like super getting back into like Complextro stuff. Um, but the kind of Complextro that I'm really getting into is more akin to like how do you say this? It's like 2010s, really early Complextro. It's not like how a lot of Complextro kind of got more melodic, with more like open chords and synths and like leads and stuff like that. What I'm doing is more kind of like, I would say, grounded in Noisia or, stuff like that, where it wasn't really blended with dubstep yet. And I'm calling it like Nero glitch because it's like a blend between electro and Nero and complextro, and I think giving it what I'm playing or what I'm really interested in the name of complextro doesn't like exactly do it justice. Um, I tweeted this earlier, but I can actually show um, something I made just for fun today. Um, Let me open up FL Studio actually. I'm trying to find a club right now, who would be willing to book me to play some Complextro stuff, but it's kind of hard to find a club. Like you gotta have in the VR chat DJing scene. It's not like the easiest scene to get into. You kind of have to have connections and stuff, and it can get frustrating sometimes. Okay, hold up. Let's see here. Hello, you get to see my FL Studio. Let's see if I play it and it works. Oh yeah, oh shit, I forgot to actually save the version with the little Japanese text at the beginning, but let's see. Yeah, that's some like really basic thing that I made earlier today. That I thought was cool. I have it somewhere here. I have a backup version of it. Um, let's see. FL Studio creates backups for your project files, and I have a backup of it somewhere. Oh, whatever. I guess it's just gone for right now. But you can find the actual like full thing on Twitter. But yeah, I'm trying to find a club that's gonna let me like DJ complex show shit. Hasn't been easy. I mean, I guess I might be able to just like do a stream on YouTube and me playing complex show, but like, that might not get the biggest audience in the world. Um, let's see, what else can I show you? I have this thing. This is gonna take a second to load, but this is a actual demo. Oh, do you have a favorite synth? Well, the synth I use the most is Serum. Mostly because I find it to be like the easiest to use, and because I've used it for a couple of years. But um, if I had to pick like a favorite synth that's like super versatile, it actually probably would be Serum. I can't really think of anything else that's like a really good synth that's not Serum. I like Vital. Vital's okay. Vital's pretty good for certain stuff, but it's kind of like it's like for situations where you don't want to use Serum, but you want to have the same kind of sound, I guess. At least in my case. Um, Also, Silent. I remember using Silent a little bit sometimes, and I quite like Silent because you can make some really like nice thick plucks with Silent. That's I think how Porter made his pluck from Shepherdess. But yeah, we have this demo here, which I could show you, but you can see how fucking unorganized my project files are. Like, if you are a musician or a beginner musician and your project files are or unorganized as shit, do not like feel ashamed of yourself. I mean, like, look at me. But yeah, let me show you this. Um, you'll get to hear a little bit of the vocals. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna show anything farther than that, but that is a demo from the new album. Obviously, still a demo. A lot of the mastering, a lot of the mastering is still working. Sorry if I'm talking a bit weird. I have a really sore throat right now, but a lot of the mastering is still a work in progress. Obviously, um, I have some other stuff that's a little more unfinished that I could still show. I think. Um, I can load this up. I am cooking. Yeah, that vocalist on that song is Piper Wildwood. She is a fucking amazing vocalist. I love her stuff so much. I actually found her by complete chance. What was happening is, I was just checking Twitter one day and I saw that this person followed me and I was like, maybe I know this person, maybe I don't. So I checked out their profile real quick and I saw in their bio that they were a vocalist and I was like, oh, holy shit. Because at that time, for a couple straight months, I had been looking for female vocalists with like no luck or success. Like I could not find one. I had messaged a couple people, but it didn't really go anywhere. Um, but she's been great to work with. She's been like really easygoing, and she's just an overall great vocalist. So yeah, that one is probably gonna be called an Empty Empire when it gets released. Here's this other demo that I also think I have a vocalist on. Yeah, and that also obviously is waiting for a vocalist, but I really like this kind of like, let's see if I can isolate some of the certain sounds here. But there's two basses here, actually. There's this one, and then there's this one. This one has that, when you're doing like a drop in something and it's kind of like this, having a clicky bass with this kind of rhythm is really good because it adds like so much texture. Like if we were to listen to this without that like clicky bass, it sounds kind of empty, but when we add that back in, you can really like subtly hear it. It's really cool. It's a Serum preset actually. It comes with Serum, but since it's so subtle in the background, you can't really tell. Oh yeah, so the main synth is actually a couple layers of synths. This is one of the layers. This is a layer you wouldn't really be able to tell was in there, if you didn't like solo it out. And then we have the kicks and stuff. Some like fresh static snow kind of kicks. And then just some hi-hats, and yeah. It's extremely basic, but it's great. I'm waiting. I cannot wait to release that. I can't wait to release most of this album because like I've commissioned the same artist who made the art for Digital Loneliness is going to be making the art for the album cover. And I will say it might be a while before this album comes out because like I wanna like concretely take my time with this. Like I don't want this to be like a rushed project or anything. I really want it to be something that is able to be refined, and um, I want it to like be everything I imagined it to be back when I first started creating it. So it may take like a couple months. I think it's not going to take any longer than like a year. So don't worry about it taking like 2 more years. No, it's probably going to take a couple more months to get everything like solidly down. But I will absolutely be keeping everyone updated on it. Hello everyone again. Hi, hi, Dickie Tommy. Hi, Julie Pika Cheeks and Adam Wilson and Charlotte. It's so nice to see you out here. Um, yeah, this is I'm fucking excited because one of the coolest things too. Let me do something real quick here. So one of the coolest things about this kind of like, being able to bring back old styles, like this is kind of reminiscent of Worlds, obviously, but the cool thing with that is that a lot of the stuff that I'm making, it kind of like fell out of fashion a long time ago, like 2014, like after 2015, I would say maybe this stuff wasn't really as popular. The cool thing with doing that is that when you bring back a genre that's fallen out of fashion, um, it's kind of like new and fresh because it's going to be so different from all the stuff that people are listening to at the moment. Um, but it's also going to have like a nostalgia factor. So like it hits two marks. One, holy shit, this is really nostalgic. Like this brings me back to like 2015, 2014. And two, wow, this sounds really fresh. This sounds so different from all the stuff that I've been listening to lately. Um, so I feel like, if you want to create something unique, um, yeah, I feel like if you want to create something unique, but you're having a really hard time finding your own style and like, um, deviating from the path a bunch of people are already on, a really easy thing to do is go look back. Um, it's kind of like reconnecting with your past. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, but I feel like if you're trying to create something unique and you're having a hard time like finding what you want to make, um, or deviating, then going back to like your favorite music that's a bit older, and trying to, I wouldn't say entirely replicate, but like take a lot from that older genre that fell out of style and put it into your new music. I feel like that's a really good way to start getting really unique. Same thing with like the Complextro stuff I'm doing. That's the style I'm doing fell out of fashion like a long time ago, like 2013. That stopped being popular. So like 10 years ago, but because it stopped being popular so long ago, you can bring it back and it will fucking sound cool and fresh and shit. Um, another really big, I'm ranting so much, but another really big like lesson in music producing is, if you're doing a certain genre and people start to really like you for that genre, um, then it'll be really hard to make yourself like deviate from that. Most of the time it's because like you're gonna be like, oh my god, are these people not gonna like all these people I've accumulated? Are they not gonna like what I'm doing now? Like the switch is pretty extreme. Are people gonna not like that? And one of the best things I have to say about that, that I learned myself recently, is that no matter what you're producing or DJing, there's always gonna be people who like your music and hate it. There's always gonna be people who are like, "Oh my god, this is fucking beautiful," and then there's gonna be people like, "This is the most mediocre shit I've ever heard." Um, so yeah, don't be afraid of like doing what you want to. Just like do what you main thing, do what you want to as an artist, and this applies across like all art. Do what you want to do. Do what makes you happy, even if that's being like super erratic with your genres and you don't know your style. And you know, the right people will eventually will find it and stick with it. Um, like you know, if a bunch of people are like, "Oh, this is mediocre," and they leave, it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. You probably wouldn't want to have people like that around you in the first place. I like how there's been some sort of revival of certain genres, dubstep turned into color bass, for example. Yeah, that brings me back to what I was saying earlier. Let me get like Steam loaded up or something, because I don't want to be fucking just ranting this whole time. Um, let's see. What should we play today? Um, I'm thinking like Portal 2, to be honest. Or maybe just Portal, like regular Portal, because I haven't finished it. Um, let's see here. Or actually, how about we just go exploring fucking VR chat worlds? That would be amazing, actually. Like, that is exactly what I want to do. Um, because there's so many VR chat worlds that like get this feeling down of this kind of like worldsy stuff that I'm doing for my album. Let me set this up real quick. Okay, sweet. All right. Transform, stretch the screen. Okay, I'm actually in Club Orion right now, at VibeFest. But I want to show some cool worlds that I have. Oh my fucking god, someone's playing language in here. Okay, oh yeah, fucking Slyfest. I really want to play Slyfest sometime, but I'm gonna rant for a second. Okay, so this is a good world. What? World's not compatible with your current platform? I'm on PC. Oh well. Um, here's that nothing is compatible with my current platform. What? Hmm. How about if I go to my home world? Looks like I gotta restart VR chat. Actually, that gives me time to say what I was gonna say. So, like, okay. So with certain like clubs and stuff, like Slyfest and all these bigger like VR chat clubs and events and scenes, uh, from my personal experience, and this is just speaking from my personal experience, so don't let this like demotivate you or anything, but from my personal experience, and from what other people have told me too, like you can only get in there if you're lucky enough to have connections. And I think, forcing like your DJs to have connections to get into your festival is the dumbest shit ever. Like I get it. Like you want to have like a quality filter. But there's other ways to do that that like are more open for other DJs. Cuz like take me for example. I'm still pretty small and let's say I want the opportunity to play somewhere like Slyfest. Well, if I don't have connections, I'm fucked. Like there's nothing I can do. Um and that's the attitude I find towards it mostly is that you don't have connections, we don't know you, we haven't listened to your music before, we haven't heard of you. Sorry, get out of here, you're fucked. I feel like a lot of the VR chat maybe it's not like intentionally meant to be mean, but I feel like it can be a really hostile environment, like really easily. Um, so with like when I make Divinity, my show Divinity, um, which I did last year, and I'm probably gonna do again this year. It's a DJ festival kind of thing where it's all day, and the whole point of the festival is that you do whatever you want to do. Like you can give us visuals to play straight up, and we'll stream it. We can announce that you're going to be playing at a club. You have full control over your set as an artist, and we'll stream whatever as long as it's not going to get us taken down. But like, and also that we're open to like any artist. Um, and most festivals are just like, if we don't know you, get the fuck out. Yeah, it sucks. And I want it to change, but it's kind of how it is. I all I can do is sit here and like complain about it. Um, but VR chat's loaded up now, and now I can shut up about that. One sec. Okay, so we are in VR chat. How was Forcella? Forcella's fucking amazing. I think that was maybe like the most fun I have ever had. Period at a festival, like at all. It's also my first festival that I've ever played at. Period. So, and I'll admit I got into Coachella because I had connections. So I'm kind of being sort of okay. I don't support the system of like, oh, you need connections to get in. I recognize that's how it is, but I don't support it at all. Like I think it should be changed. But I got into Coachella because of this DJ called Eulogy. Eulogy got introduced to my music. I think Digital Lonely. I think it was actually my Windtone Posery work that they got introduced to first by a friend of theirs, and they tried contacting me on Twitter. My DMs were closed. I didn't even know. So they spent the time personally themselves to go like find my account on Discord and message me and say that they want to book me places. And like without Eulogy and Vibefest, I wouldn't be DJing. Like I wouldn't be doing shows anywhere because like again without them, my DJing career kind of just wouldn't exist. Anyway, this is the world repository of my favorite VR chat author, I think, or sorry, creator, my favorite VR chat creator, who's their name's Blue Cat, and they create a ton of like worldsy, really cool worlds that give me the vibe of the album that I'm trying to work on. One of them I can actually show you right now. It is not the actually, yeah, I'll show you the shore. The shore is really beautiful. It has like a lot of like architectural stuff that I really like. Oh boy, does my network not want to comply with me today? sit here for like a minute, maybe. Oh, no, okay, it's speeding up. Never mind, I lied. Okay, it's not really actually speeding up that much. I think it's because I'm streaming. Okay. This world is just absolutely beautiful through and through. Like, everything about this world, dude, is exactly like I come back here to remind myself of the feeling I'm trying to recreate. Like, it's also this feeling of like one of the songs on the album, which I still haven't decided the name of it yet, but it's another Vocaloid song. I think it's gonna be another Vocaloid song, but it follows the idea of this person that you know, right? Let's say that it's a person that you know that you love very dearly and like you hold them very close to you. And you you drift away from that person, right? And you lose contact with them. And then you come across like these messages that they sent somewhere from like I don't know 20 years earlier. I'm speaking actually about my own personal experience, so I should be saying first person. So scratch all that. Basically, the song idea came to me when there was this friend who I really really love. Like they're my best friend ever. And we kind of drifted and we lost a bit of contact together. But I like during that time of separation, I found these messages that they sent like back in 2019, like way years earlier. And they were so different back then. They were actually like the perfect person for me then back then because they were all into all the same interests as me. They also were really lonely. They they desired like love just as I did then. But they had changed so much from who they used to be in that time that it kind of felt like that it felt like two separate people and that person from the past felt like they died essentially because of how far they had changed and how much they had changed. It felt like that old person that used to exist had died. So the song sort of like conveys it's from a first person perspective of um someone who's in these ruins, right? And it kind of looks like this. Like imagine this but like interior and there's like no light here. It's just kind of like mossy and overgrown. It's like this deep purple color. They're in these like ruins that represent this person's memories. And these person like the past of this person and the ruins are all overgrown and dark and mossy and this person is just going through the ruins like reading archives that were left behind and memories that were left behind and um they sleep there and they that is their home um and they find a certain melancholy and and like melancholic happiness in imagining that person's still real but knowing they'll never meet them and knowing they'll never be able to help them with their loneliness and knowing that their um loneliness oh sorry I can't stick around but sharing your art is really hard to do so yeah of course yeah all it takes is just one little like push like when you first are able to push that out um and get your art out there just that one time it's it gets a lot easier from there and like becoming like vulnerable and putting yourself out there it's not an easy thing to do wasn't easy for me but I'm glad I did I'm still working on it to be honest I'm still working on like putting out you know, exactly what I want to put out and not trying to like make stuff that I think is going to please people. It's a natural thing to do as an artist, to make stuff you think is going to please people. Because, you know, if you build up a fan base off of one genre that you're doing, and then you want to do something else really bad, and you feel like that's what you're being pulled to, but you're afraid of doing that because you know you have this fan base who likes this other stuff you've been doing. It can be really hard, but like I said earlier, things will filter out, and the people who really love your stuff are gonna stay there. But yeah, this world is just amazing. Oh yeah, fuck. Okay, so, alright, you see this stuff too, like these these like um runes on the wall and stuff, and these symbols. That's also literally in this like imaginary world I created for this song that I'm talking about with the loneliness and stuff. Like that is their memories, like the runes etched on the walls. I haven't even seen this part of the world before. I'm actually fucking so surprised that that's in here. Um, but yeah, this is again, this is a world by Blue Cat, and Blue Cat is my favorite VR chat world like maker ever. Period. Like I don't think I'm gonna find another world maker who I like more than Blue Cat, just because of how much his worlds capture the essence of what I'm trying to, you know, put out there for people. There is a daytime version of this world, but it's kind of like really red. I don't particularly like the daytime version that much. So let's see. There's another world too? I'll go here in a bit because this world's really cool. But there's another world by Blue Cat. Oh, A Night Away. Okay, this world also represents the feeling I'm trying to convey so much because I'm gonna rant about like a dream I had going into this world. Okay. Now this world's fucking beautiful, honestly. I don't think I'm ever gonna go somewhere that's gonna beat this. Oop, shit. Didn't mean to do that. Actually, that's actually not bad. It's kind of a good photo. Trying to get this to be like full screen. I know there's a way to do it. Okay, whatever. But this world, so I had a dream. Back when I was like, this is gonna tie into what I'm gonna tell about the dream. But back when I was younger, when worlds got released and stuff, there was stuff like Being Puppy Cat and Steven Universe and Adventure Time out. That was all like alongside worlds and stuff, and was to my interest when I was younger. And I feel like all that like Being Puppy Cat and Steven Universe and worlds, they like meshed together into this amalgamation that got, you know, morphed and transformed through time into my adult brain. And I feel like that's where this album comes from, is from those like combined ideas of the ethereal loneliness from like Fresh Static Snow and like the beauty and melancholy from that, and then the beautiful art and landscapes of Being Puppy Cat and the emotional storyline of Steven Universe, all blended together into this. So speaking like around that time too, I was having a lot of dreams, like really intricate, detailed dreams. And one of those dreams was I woke up in a world that looked identical to this, identical. And so there's like a square building made out of like the same kind of rock here. There was an entrance that was just like, you know, it was no door. It was just like a doorway, and it was like a really small square building. So I walked in, and in there was just a terminal, like a computer terminal, like a really old school styled one from the 80s. And I get on, and I type hello, and I get a response that says like something along the lines of like, "Hello, who's this?" And I say, "I'm Dylan. Who are you?" And it turns out that this person that I'm talking to is a robot who's also on this planet, but we talk, and we form this like actually like really deep emotional connection because I tell her that I'm from Earth, I'm a human being, that I'm not exactly sure where I am right now, but it's really comforting. And she tells me the history of this planet and how many people used to live here and how there are some still people here, but they're like resting right now. And we converse and stuff, and as the dream goes on, I realize I'm dreaming. I realize this isn't real. And I realize, oh shit, wait, I'm dreaming. I want to go meet her before I wake up. So I tell her, I just realized I'm actually dreaming. And she says something along the lines of like, I'm not surprised. And I'm like, can I meet you? How can I meet you? How far away are you? And she tells me that I'm too far away to meet her before I wake up. And that our last moments together that we're ever going to spend has to be over this terminal. And that she promised me that when I woke up that she would never forget me. And she would never forget the experiences she shared with me over this terminal. And that she asked me to never forget her and to carry on her memory in my life. And I woke up and I cried. Like, I cried really, really hard. Because I had never been so emotionally struck by a dream before. And, yeah, I heard Sad Machine, and then that fucking killed me. Because, but that actually is pretty much where digital loneliness comes from. I fit digital loneliness in the storyline of the stuff I'm writing, but it's basically where digital loneliness came from. So maybe the lyrics, 1,000 years of loneliness, 1,000 paths I've crossed, 1,000 lives in our memory, 1,000 tales to be lost. Maybe that will make more sense now. But yeah, I came here, I found this world, and I was just astonished. I was blown away because this looks identical, exactly like that one place, and like these buildings and stuff over here. It's fucking beautiful. It is beautiful. I don't even know how to begin to describe it. You had a similar dream? Yeah, I don't know where the fuck these dreams come from. Not just for me, but like for people like you too. I don't know where these dreams are like originating from. But let's see, there's another world, I think. Let's see. In the Snow Night is really, really, really pretty. I think I'll go there next. Oh god, this is gonna take a bit to load. Well. So like we don't have time to spend. I'm probably gonna do a longer stream on Sunday or Monday with Nestle, where she's actually here and we're actually talking. So it's not just me ranting. Well, actually, I'm probably gonna do a quick intermission real quick until this is done downloading, and then I'll come right back. So this will take maybe like a 3-4 minute intermission. hold on, I lied because Tommy just said that I'm a Nico. I'm a nickel. I'm a Nick. Sorry, my chat's a little blocked by an icon. Make really beautiful. Obviously I've heard of Blue Cat. I've not heard of Amanek before, so I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check out their world, some of their worlds after this one. Okay, world has been downloaded. I wonder if this is like an actual like rune writing system this person came up with. Okay, so this is actually the typical spawn location. I know if you respawn enough, you'll be able to get to different places, but this world's also really, really beautiful. The music here is especially beautiful. Like a lot of the music I actually feel like fits the album style I'm trying to do the most. Is actually sort of not really what I'm producing. Well, okay, it is what I'm producing, but it's not like as much what I'm producing as like as this kind of music, like ambient music. I feel like ambient music, however you want to say it, ambient music really fits like the melancholic vibe that I'm trying to hit more. Okay. Sweet. All right, we can get in here. I just like to come here and spend some time with people sometimes. It's just a nice place to hang out. Also, after I check out this world in like an Omnic world or two, I'm probably gonna end the stream. Because I wanna save my energy for streaming for like tomorrow, or um tomorrow or Monday, um because I'll be with Nestle. Also, I have an iPhone 5S. This is totally random, but I don't know if anyone still has one of these. Okay, well, a bunch of people probably still have one, but like I don't know if anyone actually still actively uses it. I still use this. Um, I kind of just think it's fun or nostalgic, I guess. How did you find out about VR chat? I don't remember. I think, yeah, I don't really remember how I found out about VR chat particularly. This carpet here kind of reminds me of Journey, like a blue version of Journey. Oh, Abzu and Journey and Hyper Light Drifter and Grease and okay, let's check out an Omnic World, and then I'm probably gonna end the stream for right now. Okay. Sucks I can't see any thumbnails here. Okay, there we go. Tile looks pretty. Coffee looks pretty okay. Sunroom. Um, looks okay. I think I'm gonna check out tile first, maybe? Oh, fuck. Okay, we're gonna be waiting here a while. I don't think I can. Let's see if I can chug out, on one other world that I like before I go. I think this would be a good one to end off with. I hope I don't have to download it. Okay, sweet. Okay, so this also really, like, oh fuck, man. This really also has this feeling that I'm trying to convey too. I don't know why, but it really conveys that sort of like melancholic loneliness. Just the idea of falling asleep in these like blue, dim, dark areas with all these like stories and stuff in your mind. I don't know. It hits me. I don't know why it hits me.